Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video on Balboabtw. And so this video, I do want to give some tips, things that basically this game needs, right? If any developers are watching, you guys can take this however you want. The very first thing that is the most obvious right now, this game has a very severe lack of content. Basically, right now, your options is farm bosses or don't play the game. That is your two options. You are either stuck farming bosses or you don't play because they don't have a real PvP system inside the game, right? You can run around and gank people, but that's basically it. And the chances of you being inside a server where someone is actually also ganking, so you guys can actually have a legitimate and good fight, is very low. And then really, other than that, all that there is to do is just fight the same bosses over and over and over again and pray for a good drop. And there's not even really any good drops right now. The best thing that you can get from the dragon is probably its rune, which they changed because now it applies lesser frostbite instead of having the icicle. So, yeah, basically right now, there's nothing to really grind for. You can grind for the new armor, but let's be blatantly honest. You're going to get all the materials, you're going to craft the crown, and then you're going to get one rune slot and have to go back to the dragon and farm that for every single armor piece until you get an actual good rune slot version of whatever armor, right? So there's that. There's no PvP system or no actual like game mode or something like that. There's no dungeons yet. Nothing like that. So yeah, basically all that you're really stuck doing is just farming bosses over and over again, which is okay, but there's not even a thing that like assists you. In my personal opinion, I would have something up here that says, oh, this boss spawned, you know, this boss spawned, the dragon spawned, the elder tree spawned, he'll despawn in this amount of time. I think that there should be a pop-up right here, like at the top of the screen, that says a certain boss spawned in whatever server you're in, because that would make boss hunting and things like that just way better. The next thing I think they absolutely 100% need to have is every single town like this has a checkpoint and a teleporter, and you can teleport town to town. I don't know why they don't have that. It'd be super simple. You put it like right here. Put a teleporter right here and put it in every other town. You get it as a checkpoint and you can teleport town to town. I don't know why they don't have that yet. It is a system that is needed because traveling across this game's map has to be one of the top 5 worst experiences I probably ever had. Because when I want to go farm, let's say for some reason I want to go farm Mother Spider, but I'm at the beach, I have to run all the way there. And then I kill it, and then let's say I want to go to Tundra or go fight the Rune Well or something. I have to come run all the way back. And then something else will spawn over there, then I have to run all the way back. When there could just be a teleporter here, I teleport to whatever is the nearest spot to whatever boss, boom. Go fight the boss, go back to the teleporter, boom, go here, boom, run over there. I don't know why they don't have a teleport system inside this game. I think it would make the game infinitely more fun to play and just overall a way better experience. I don't know why. The other thing is it would be so easy to set up a server or something, some type of PvP game mode. You can literally put it inside the server list and have it labeled as like a war server and put the limit to like 100 people and just slap them inside an arena and let them fight. You don't even have to put rewards inside the arena. If you want to, go ahead. But in my personal opinion, you don't even have to put rewards. People just want to use their builds on something other than bosses right now. Because just fighting the same bosses over and over and over again is like just a very boring thing. And then yeah, it's just basically a simple lack of content from there. Like there's obviously other stuff that you can add. The most important things to me is the teleporter and something up here that says whatever boss spawned. I think that would make the game infinitely more fun, more enjoyable, just basically everything like that. I think it would just make it an overall way better experience. The next thing that I want to talk about is professions, because I haven't even, bro, I know for a fact right now professions, I don't think anybody is seriously actually trying to do them. There is 7 professions, and each of them probably unironically take like 40 hours to max out, and that's all that you're doing is focusing that one profession, right? The combat one, I know you have to get like 1,000,000 XP. It requires the same amount of XP that it takes to go from level 1 all the way to level 50. Maybe more, actually. But I know it requires like 1,000,000 XP to get it maxed out, where you can get the +1 luck and things like that. Which maybe isn't terrible, but if we're looking at the bosses inside this game, I believe the dragon probably gives you the most. And even that only gives you like 1,200 XP. So if we're putting that into terms, you would have to kill the ice dragon 1,000 times to max out the combat profession. And the combat profession is unironically probably the easiest one to do. The other ones, you have to go mine trees, just mining in general. There's fishing, and then there's a bunch of other ones. And the professions, honestly, are like kind of a cool system that they added. It's just nobody really wants to farm them because they're that hard, you know? 1,000 dragons to max out the combat one, and it might be more, to be honest. Which is just a little bit crazy to me, I can't lie. The next thing that I do want to talk about is going to be just the armors in general. The endgame armors really aren't like worth it to grind for. Let me just show you guys one of the pieces right here. So this is the Everwinter vest, right? It has 25 agility. The crown has 15. If you have the Elder Tree armor right now, you're probably good. You don't really need to farm for any other armor. Because if we go look at it, helmets. The Elder Mask has +10. Right? This one, the Everwinter, has +15. So you're only getting 5 more agility. And you're not really getting anything else that's really worth it. In my opinion, if you have the Elder Tree armor, or any other armor really, that gives a decent amount of agility, you don't really need to farm for Everwinter at all. It's cool. It's good. Don't get me wrong. But it's just not really, like, worth it, in my opinion. I think if you already have a max rune slot Elder Tree set that you got literally 3 months ago, you're better off just running that than trying to get the new Everwinter armor. Don't get me wrong. It looks really nice. But they need to like add something to make armors better. Like if you're running a full equip of the same armor, you should get like an armor set bonus that gives you a new ability or a new passive or something like that, because there's no reason why this new armor set that literally takes probably like 30 dragon kills to get, let alone a good rune slot version, should be anywhere near comparable to like the Elder Tree boss, which is a super easy boss that everyone already farms. In my opinion, at least. You guys can feel free to leave your own opinions in the comments and things like that. But there just needs to be changes that I feel like are obvious that they should have already added and stuff like that. Like the teleporter system. Why is there not a teleporter gate literally right here that can let me teleport to any town inside the game? It doesn't even have to be like, it doesn't even have to be only towns. It can be anywhere. Just let me teleport somewhere. Or to the bosses. Have a teleporter to the boss spawns or something. Because right now it's just not a good experience running across the whole map for like barely any XP. It's just not like good at all. And then the PvP game mode needs to be added. Dungeons need to be added. Just a lot of stuff needs to be added. I think the update was fine, but there definitely needs to be a lot of changes until I would say that it's actually like a good update. You guys can feel free to leave your own thoughts in the comments. I know there's probably a lot more that I could go over, but I just can't think about it right now because honestly, I don't want to.